Hello, I'm Rodney Williams. I'm the finance manager. Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown. May I call you George?
Certainly.
Excellent. Have a seat. Okay, I'll be going over your legal and DMV documentations for the transfer of your new car and assist you with the financing. Shouldn't take too long, and while we're going over that, we're going to get your car washed and fueled and ready to go. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on your purchase. You made a great selection.
Thank you.
Would you like anything to drink before we get started?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. Excellent. First, let's verify the figures here. You're purchasing a 2014 Honda Accord LX sedan, trading in your 2004 Honda Civic Coupe with 101,017 miles. Your selling price is $22,995. Your trading value is $5,575. Payoff's $4,000. $1,500 cash down for a monthly payment of $426 at 60 months, and your APR is 7.5%. Everything look good there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next, I'd like to review your credit information, make sure everything is correct for my paperwork, and this is the stuff that's out, the info I'm going to be sending over to the bank, so make sure all of that's correct. Okay, so the correct spelling of your name, your correct social security number, date of birth, address, okay.
Yep.
And it looks like you've been living there on Blackstone for 5 years, and got your nearest relative here. And it looks like you've been working for the Fresno County for about 10 years now.
Yep.
How's that been treating you?
It's all right. It's kind of hard work, but
Is it?
it gets easier every day.
How'd you get into that line of work?
Dad told me about it. I went down and applied. Here we are 10 years later.
Good job stability. On your next car, how far do you live from work?
I live about 15 miles from work.
Okay. What do you think your annual driving needs are going to be?
Oh, I'll drive about 15
about average.
15,000 miles.
Okay. Yeah, it's about average these days. Let's see, you've got your stated income as $6,500 a month. Is that before or after taxes?
That is before taxes.
Before taxes, okay. Do you have any additional income like rental properties or annuities or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. And it looks like you've been banking with Wells Fargo. Also have a mortgage with Wells Fargo. And here your previous auto loan, the one that you traded in, so you're not a first-time buyer there. No repossessions, bankruptcies, or garnishments?
Nope.
Okay, we're all good there. Next, I'll go over the your credit report, and we're going to go with the best terms and payments and stuff for you. So make sure we get all that ironed out for you. On the Experian credit reporting agency, you have a credit score of 661, which is pretty good the way the economy's been here the last several years after the recession and stuff. And to get back on track with your credit and everything. Kind of go through, you have one paid auto loan with GMAC, and it looks like you have a couple, 1, 2, 3 open accounts. It looks like some credit cards, and the balances are low, so that helps improve your credit score, most definitely. So a couple of charge-offs, but it looks like they're kind of old, so I don't think that really will affect you much. Actually, they're about to fall off the credit bureau because of the age, coming up on 10 years. And one bit of a concern that the bank might ask about is this civil judgment from New York City Civil Courts for $2,900. I don't need to know all the details of it, but we'll need to know if it's been settled or making payments or what's the status.
Oh, I have that paid off. I paid it off last month.
Okay. Did they send you a statement saying it was satisfied?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. We might need that for the bank, but I'll let you know if you do.
All right.
Okay. Now we're going to do to the due bill. Nothing was promised or implied by the sales department?
Nope.
Okay. Then endorse a few documents here. We'll go with the traded first. Okay, this one's the bill of sale. You are selling us your car for the agreed upon price of $5,575. And there's a balance owed of $4,000. So this part leaves you of interest in the car, and this part will give us authorization to pay off the car.
Okay.
So you need signature there and there. And with this one, This is the odometer statement. This is the VIN number of the car that you're trading in, and the current mile is 101,017, and that's your name and address there. Just need signature there. This is secure power of attorney. This gives us the basically the legal permission to pay off the car for you. Your signature there. This is the sole notice that goes to DMV. It relieves you of future interest in your trade-in. So if after today the car gets in an accident or tickets or stuff, you're not responsible. Your signature there. And this one is a payoff verification. Your name, your social security number, and your banking information. This will further the transaction of paying off your car, which was a $4,000 balance. So if the balance is a little bit higher than that, you are responsible for it. If it's less, they'll refund the balance. So just need signature there. Okay. You got any fun trips planned for your new car?
I do plan on going out to California.
Oh, do you?
Disney World, or Disneyland, excuse me.
Oh, okay. You have any children?
I got two,
How old are they?
9 and 11.
2 boys, 2 girls, one of each?
One of each.
One of each, okay. Are they any activities, sports or band or anything like that, or ballet or anything?
Well, I wanted to get my son into football, but my wife's like, that's just too dangerous. So no football for him.
Concussion risk these days are all over the news. Okay, this is the documents for the new car. So this is the VIN number of the one that you're purchasing, and it's got 10 miles on it. Just need a signature there. This is the power attorney for the legal transfer of the vehicle from us to you. There's our information there, your VIN number of the car that you're purchasing. Your signature there. You currently have full coverage insurance?
I do.
Okay. Because it's required for the full length of the time of the loan. So we've got your insurance company information here, and the vehicle make and model of the car that you're buying, your agent information, and your insurance carrier information there. Just need signature there. And on this last document, this one goes to the DMV for the transfer, actually for your title and your registration. Get the VIN number of the car that you're purchasing here, the amount of the loan, and I just need you to verify your name, address, and everything that's correct, because that's going to go on their documents to the state. Signature there, please. Okay. You know, the purchase of an automobile these days is quite an investment, and as your finance manager, I do have an obligation to go over some options with you to help protect you and let you help give you a chance to make a well-informed decision. Okay. Your car does come with a 3-year or 36,000 mile limited warranty from the manufacturer. You said you do about 15,000 a year, so 36, probably about midway past your second year, you're going to be out of coverage. This plan here can extend your coverage for up to 60 months or 100,000 miles. And this page here is just kind of a snapshot on some of the things that could possibly go wrong with the car. Hopefully it doesn't, but it's better to have coverage than not, because some of the items are rather expensive. Your most expensive ones, your engine, average replacement's about $3,000. Cooling system, which makes it very susceptible out here because of the heat, it's about a $900 fix. Braking system, $1,100. Your computer system that runs everything in the car, it's about $1,300. Transmission, it's about $2,600 to fix that. Air conditioning, which is very important out here because the heat, susceptibility because of the compressor and stuff, something like that could go wrong. $1,200. Drive axle, fuel system, which are some of the components of the vehicle. Now, some of the things that aren't covered, basically your wear items, like tires, seals, gaskets, stuff like that, glass that aren't covered. The things that are included with your plan, you have nationwide acceptance throughout the U.S. or Canada. They have a claim center they can call at the shop. If you don't bring it to us, they just call for the warranty verification. You don't have to handle any of that stuff. They do it for you. This plan will help control unknown expenses. So basically, you're going to have your $426 payment each month for the 60 months of the term. But after your coverage is done, if you don't go with the extended service plan, you might have some vulnerability. So what if the engine goes out? Then you have to spend $3,000 on top of the $426 to get you back on the road. So it helps protect you that way. It helps guard you against future price increases. Parts and labor usually goes up 30 to 40% over the years. So anything that you purchase now, you'd be locked in. You wouldn't have any inflation on down the road. It's completely transferable. If you decide to sell the car, you can leave the warranty with it, and it'll build more value. You can ask more for it from the potential buyer. It's refundable. If you decide to cancel it or trade the car, you can just call in, and they'll set it up to refund the difference, the unused portion of the warranty. And it has a disappearing deductible. If you bring it to our shop, it's a $0 deductible. If you're out on the road, out of town, and you take it to a shop, there'll be a $50 deductible. Other things that are covered: rental car coverage, $30 per day with the maximum of $300. You have the towing that will cover you up to $75 for each occurrence. Roadside assistance, $75 per occurrence. And that includes road service, jump starts, locksmith, if you get locked out of the car. If you run out of gas, they'll bring gas out to you. And trip interruption protection. If you're out, say you're going to Disneyland, you're more than 100 miles away from home, and you have a breakdown, this will help protect you, because you'll have lodging reimbursement, up to $100 a day for 3 days to cover your lodging and your food. All that is included with the plan. Do you see something like this would be good value for you?
I do.
Okay, the next one here is the Guaranteed Auto Protection, which is also known as GAP. And this helps protect your financial livelihood in case of if your car, this example here will show you, this car has an outstanding balance of $25,000. When a vehicle is, if it's stolen and not recovered, or if it gets totaled, the insurance company is going to look up the car, the make, model, the different features on it, the mileage, and come up with the market value for it. And that's what they're going to pay the claim. Sometimes it's not as much as what the customer owes. That difference is the gap, it's the deficiency. And if it's less than what you owe, you're responsible for it, unless you have gap protection. So this particular instance, they owe $25, and they came back with a value of $17,500. So their deficiency is $7,500. How much is your deductible?
$500.
$500. So in this case, this person had a $500 deductible. It'd be a deficiency of $8,000. Because what happens is, when you purchase a car, this is just kind of showing you a grid over the 60 months. You're going to steadily make your payments over time, and your balance is going to go down until it's paid off. But usually in the first couple of years, there's going to be some depreciation that's more than what you're paying on your payments and your interest. So that's what's leaving them in that deficiency range there. So that helps protect you, because if your car gets totaled out or stolen, you're either going to have to have to pay the bank.
Yeah.
Either write a check, which for $8,000, even if you had, it'd be a little bit painful, or you can make payment arrangements, or someone could choose not to pay it. But if they don't pay it, it's like a repossession. But if someone were to make payments on it, they would still have an open loan. So if they're obviously going to need another car. So when they go to apply, they're going to ask, what's with this loan here? You still owe $7,500. They have to explain, well, I'm still making payments on a car that I don't have. Sometimes it may be a little bit difficult to get a second loan if you have one that's still open. So it really helps to protect one of your most important assets is your credit. So you think something like this will certainly benefit you?
Certainly.
Okay, have you ever heard of the LoJack system?
I've heard of it, but don't really know.
Okay, it's a theft recovery system, and it's the only one that's used by law enforcement. If your vehicle, well, I'll explain how they set it up. There's a transmitter that's installed in the car. It's about the size of a deck of cards. And it's only known, the place where it's installed by a technician. No one else knows, because it looks like a regular factory part. So that's installed, and if the car gets stolen, the transmitter gets activated and sends signals to the police. They have monitors in their cars and helicopters to help recover the vehicle. This particular unit has over a 90% recovery rate. Most of the time the car is recovered within the first 24 hours, or excuse me, first 2 hours. They do have a guarantee. If it's not recovered within 24 hours, they'll refund part of your fees, or part of the cost of the unit. If it's not recovered within 30 days, they'll give you $5,000, which will help getting into the next car if it's not recovered. It's a one-time fee. There is no monthly charge for it. Do you know what the number one property crime is in the U.S. these days?
I do not.
It's vehicle theft. And Arizona is one of the top ones. It's number 8 currently. And unfortunately, the car that you're buying is very popular. It's one of the ones that's most stolen, but it's also one of the ones that's most recovered. So with that unit, works really well. It works through cellular technology. So even if a car is stolen and it's in a container, or if it's in a warehouse, they can still find it, as opposed to satellite, because satellite signals have dead spots. If you've ever had satellite radio, and if you're driven under a bridge where your radio cuts out, that's why, because it doesn't go through those type of objects. And the last product we'll go over with you here. So that one was a recovery unit. This is a deterrent. This is called On Guard. And the two can work together. Now each piece of glass is permanently etched with a special marking, and then they go and install theft deterrent stickers on each of the windows. So when thieves see the car, they see it's protected, they'll tend to avoid it because they just can't strip it and sell parts. They're all etched. With this particular package, it will pay you up to $45.50 if your car is stolen and not returned within 30 days. So if you purchase the two together, you'd get almost $10,000, which would be a pretty good sized down payment for a new car if it was stolen and not recovered. Okay. You see how this one could potentially work for you in the future? Okay. Okay. We'll go over the figures here with you. These were the numbers that you agreed upon that haven't been altered, obviously. $22,995 is the price of the car that you're purchasing. $1,500 down. Trade allowance $55.75. Payoff $4,000. Your base unprotected payment at 60 months is $426, and your base amount financed $21,278.76 at 7.5% interest. Now we do have 3 different protection plans that are available: Platinum, Gold, and Silver. And the Platinum includes, it pays for labor and parts for your car, rental and towing, travel protection, roadside assistance, and is completely transferable for 60 months or 100,000 miles with the 0 deductible if you bring it into our shop, $50 if you take it elsewhere. $15.95 is the price on that one. The guaranteed auto protection, which pays in the event of a total loss, and this will cover up to a $1,000 deductible, maximum benefits of $50,000. So if there is a deficiency of $50,000, it would cover up to that amount. It also covers the value of vehicles up to $100,000. So really high-end luxury cars and sports cars up to $100,000. That's $495. And the low jack system, which is a stolen vehicle recovery system that's operated in conjunction with law enforcement. It may also be eligible for discounts with your insurance. $995. And then the theft guard etching plan, it pays up to $45.50 in the event of a loss. And that one's $295. So your protective payment on that one is $496.10. If you go with the Gold plan, which is the vehicle protection plan, the guaranteed auto protection low jack, $487.73. or the solar plan, the vehicle protection plan, and the guaranteed auto protection. That one's $468.24. Which one do you think would benefit you the best?
You know, all these look great, but I don't think I could afford the $496 or $489 payment on my car.
Yeah, that's understandable, but I guess you kind of can put it in perspective. I mean, most people, they'll spend on everyday items like coffee, sodas, energy drinks, muffins. Usually, a lot of people spend $4 or $5 a day. That kind of adds up in the 5-day work week. That could easily be $60 or $80 on stuff that's not nice to have, not too important. But if you're looking at, depending on which plan that you pick, I mean, it could be an extra $2, $3, $4 per day on something that's going to benefit you. It's going to protect two of the most important things for you: your car, which you need for your everyday commuting, transportation, everything, and your credit, which you've worked hard to build. So, which one do you think? Which one should we do? The platinum, the gold, or the silver?
You know, when you put it that way, I'm thinking I should get one of these. I think I'm gonna go with the gold.
Gold? Okay, that's a good choice. So we're gonna decline the theft loss. So we just need your initials here. I need you to actually sign this one, which I forgot to mention, and then sign here. Okay. This is the contract for each of the items. This one's for the extended service contract, the 60 months or 100,000 miles. Your signature here. The second one is for the guaranteed auto protection. Your signature here. And this one's for the low jack system. See your signature there. Now we're down to the installment contract. There's your name and address, the buyer. And this is our name and address, the seller here. Brand new 2014 Honda Accord EX with the VIN number there. Your annual percentage rate is 7.5%. Your finance charge is $4,942.43. Amount financed, $24,441.37. Total of all your monthly payments, if paid on time, $29,383.80. This figure here, the $3,075, is the sum of your down payment and equity in your trade-in. So for a total sale price of $32,458.80. You have 60 monthly payments at $489.73. First payment due November 28th. None of these here apply. Security, you're giving interest in your vehicle. That's basically saying that the car itself is the collateral for the loan. You do have a 10-day grace period. At any time after the 10-day grace period, and if the funds aren't received by the lending company, you will be assessed 5% against the unpaid balance. It's a simple interest loan. You have no prepayment penalty. So each month, if you have a little extra money, you can spend more, and at the end you'll get it paid off sooner and pay less interest. There are a few disclosures on the backside of the contract, which you could peruse at your leisure.
Yeah, I'll read that when I get home.
Okay. Cash price with the accessories, $23,990. Sales tax, $1,436.37. For total cash price, $25,426.37. 60-month, 100,000 mile extended service contract for $15.95. Secured over here. Total there is $27,021.37. The Honda that you're trading in. Gross allowance, $5,575. Payouts, $4,000 for a net of $1,575. Your down payment, $1,500. Those two, the sum of $3,075. Bring your total down payment excuse me, your total unpaid payment, or unpaid amount, $23,946.37. Gap protection is $495. Brings your total to $24,441.37. Limitation exclusions of product warranties. This is a statement saying that the dealership here doesn't warranty the vehicle. The warranty of the vehicle is through Honda and through the third-party warranty company after the 3 to 36. But we can handle the warranty work here if you need to bring it to our shop. We do have authorized facility for Honda. This is a notice to buyers, just telling you, don't sign a contract with any blanks. Any of the blanks here that have NAs on them. We may receive compensation from the bank for the facility of the loan. You are required to hold liability insurance throughout the term of the loan, your comprehensive and your collision. Maximum deductible $1,000 for the entire length of the term. If you have any questions about this contract, please feel free to give me a call. I'll do my best to explain it to you if you have any questions. If it can't be resolved, you can call the Arizona Department of Finance Institution. There's their address and phone number there. Do you have any questions on anything that we've covered?
Nope.
Okay, there's a statement here saying, don't sign this contract until you get a copy, so that's your copy here. You can sign right here for yours. And then sign the original for the rest of the docs that need to go into for us in the bank right there. Okay. Excellent. And the final thing is the CSI, the Customer Satisfaction Index. Something we take very seriously here. The owner watches it pretty well too. So we want to make sure that our customers are taken care of and they're treated well during their experience and happy with their experience. You're going to get a survey from Honda in about 3 weeks through the email, and it's going to ask you about your experience with us. Is there for any reason that you can not give us completely satisfied in your survey that you'll receive in a few weeks?
No, you guys have been great.
Okay, excellent. Well, thanks again for your business, Mr. Brown. We certainly appreciate it. Enjoy that new Honda.